I feel like people have had such bad experiences dating that when they come across someone relatively normal, they get so surprised. Like I went on a couple dates with this really pretty lady and we got along really well. And after a couple dates, she gave me a call and she was like, "Hey, I'm not sure if I'm feeling a romantic spark." And I was like, "Oh, that's okay. Like I could kind of see that. I think we like each other as people and we get along well, but if there's no spark, there's no spark." And she was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, I appreciate you telling me and being kind about it." And she was like, "Yeah, I appreciate you not getting mad." And I was like, "Why would I get mad about that?" And she was like, "I don't know. Like guys take you out on dates and expect something in return. And when you don't want to proceed, they get mad." And I was like, "Oh, that's strange. I wish people would be more normal." And she was like, "But I like you as a person and I like talking to you." And I was like, "Yeah, I like you as a person and I like talking to you too." She was like, "I don't know. Can we still talk sometimes?"
It was all good and normal, and now they're losing me. It's okay that if you don't find chemistry, if things aren't working out, if it's not really doing it for you, I'm all for that. Like, be honest, be open, let it be known, move on. But the key word is move on. This whole thing about, do you want to keep being my buddy and just chatting it up? Hell to the no. You're out of the contest. There is no reason to keep this going.
And I was like, "Yeah, we don't need to set any weird like ground rules. Just because it didn't work out romantically, I'm not like, no, never talk to me again. I hate you." It's like we're people. We're just two people. Like it didn't work. We didn't feel that spark, and that's fine. But if you want to reach out, you can reach out. If I want to reach out, I'll reach out. If we want to talk, we'll talk. If we want to hang out, we'll hang out. Just because it didn't work romantic, like it's fine.
Well, obviously, this guy has way too much time at his disposal, all right? But in the real world, you should not be wasting time on this, okay? I don't know if you think I'm being rude, but this is just a complete waste of time and resources. If you're in the dating market, if you're trying to find a girlfriend or you're trying to find a boyfriend, you don't have any business entertaining and giving your time and attention to people who are not romantically interested in you. It shouldn't be that complicated to understand that. And I understand sometimes it can be tempting. You meet somebody, they're fun to hang around with, and maybe you just don't like them like that. But unfortunately, you gotta be able to let go. There's no reason for a guy to be out here with some lady friend. They're spending time together when he's trying to actually find a girlfriend. And if this girl's trying to actually find a boyfriend, terrible idea on her part as well to think that this is going to be okay. And there's a lot of debate about this, whether men and women can be friends or not. Again, as usual, there's exceptions, but they're very, very seldom. They're very specific in how the whole thing even came about. And it never involves anything to do with having dated that person, having liked that person at some point. None of those things could be a part of that situation for the most part, because one way or another, it's just going to lead to trouble, either because of the actual person you're dating having an issue with it, or because the actual person you're treating as a friend, one of the two parties starts to develop feelings. Things happen. It's just never a good idea. All right. You have no business doing that. It's a waste of your energy that you could be putting towards something else that's actually going to bring you more returns, whether that be some personal goal or dating and finding the right person. I feel like a lot of guys are the ones that end up getting caught up in this situation. Okay. And what happens in this type of scenario is that this girl is going to end up using this guy. She's going to be out there dating and actually giving all of herself to other dudes that she's actually interested on. And when those things don't work out, she's going to be calling this guy to keep her entertained and listen to all her problems and all her drama of the guy she's actually getting it on with. And this guy's just going to be like, "Oh, yeah, thank you. I enjoy our conversations." Instead of finding himself a good girlfriend that's interested in him, that he can actually spend that time with in a positive way, connecting and, building something together. Instead, he's gonna be out here just giving his time and attention to this lady that it's a big waste of time. All right. So if you meet somebody, if you are on a date and you're having a great time and you guys get along really well, but there's no attraction or romantic chemistry, you gotta be strong enough to let it go. All right. You have to be strong enough to say goodbye and never see that person again. And it doesn't have to be hostile, like he said. That it doesn't have to be that you hate them or you like wish them bad or something. And it doesn't have to be on the first date that you realize this. Maybe it'll take you a few times, but it shouldn't take you more than 3 dates to figure it out. All right, whether you're actually attracted to this person or not. So the idea of that you have to suddenly hate those people if you're throwing a tantrum because it didn't work out. Well, then that's also wrong. Nobody's saying that that's okay. um, if somebody tells you, hey, this isn't working out, you just have to be able to just take it and be grateful for it and just cut your losses and move on. But do not try to stay friends with people that are turning you down, because you should not be in the market for that. Okay. If you're looking for friends, go find some guys. If you're a lady, go find some ladies and go make friends with them. Get involved in some activity, do something other than trying to become friends with people you've gone on dates with. Getting involved in this type of situations is definitely going to prevent you from being free enough and unencumbered so that when you find the right person, things can flourish. Because instead, you're going to have somebody draining down your energy and your resources and your time, and you're going to just kind of get your fix with that. It's going to sort of fill the void, and basically, what this becomes is some kind of placeholder till you find the person that you really want to be with. Because if some guy came and scooped up this lady, first of all, she would completely cut this guy off, or she should at least. And even if she wasn't planning on doing that, that guy is not going to be okay with that. Okay. And same goes for this guy. If he goes with a girl, he finds a girl that really likes him and things are going well and she's into him, then he's basically going to have to cut that lady out. The new girlfriend is not going to be okay with that for the most part if she's normal. So the long debate of whether men and females should be friends, I can only corroborate what we already know, which is no, you should not be having female friends as a guy and vice versa. If you're part of a bigger group or something like that, is different. Obviously, if you're young, if you're like, a college age person, that's a little different. Then I'm talking about adults here that are already on their own. When you're out in the world, it's just a different setup. All right. But anyway, that's all I have for today. Let me know what you think about this in the comments, and I will see you on the next one.